if you lose a shit ton of games, you can also make the argument that the Seahawks will just be like, let's just keep losing. We're gonna get the 5th pick in the draft. There's also that argument.
No, totally. But at the end of the day, I think as much as everyone wants to believe that this is a tank season, obviously it's not a tank season by the players or the coaching staff, because at the end of the day, Pete Carroll's 71 years old. He wants to win. It's not like he has 10 years of rebuilding. And then we got the Falcons and Lions the next 2 weeks. Like, we might look at this game and be like, oh, that was just a really good San Francisco team that was in the NFC Championship game last year. That many people who said if Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback, which he ended up becoming the quarterback, that this team could be a Super Bowl caliber team. So maybe it's the two options. Maybe we're really bad, but I think it's more that the 49ers are actually a really good football team, especially on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, we'll see. I just think the Seahawks aren't very good, but I think what you can really, I guess, be 120% clear about is starting by the end of week 4. You'll definitely know what the answers are. First of all, by the end of week 4, we'll know if we're going to see Drew Lock play. By the end of week 4, we're going to know if the Seahawks win against the Broncos was a fluke or if this loss was kind of a fluke and the 49ers are just really good. By the end of week 4, which is after our next 2 games, we'd have faced the Falcons next week, and then we go face Detroit. We have the Falcons at home. If you can't compete in that game, like if it looks like this week, and I know the Falcons came back against the Rams, but they lost, and they came back against, or they blew a lead against the Saints. They lost. The Falcons aren't a very good football team either.
Agreed.
So if you can't beat them at home, or at least have a close game, we're really bad. And then on top of that, if you go to Detroit, who's not that bad, but they're not good either. They might not be a playoff team. And you don't win that game. If you start off 1-3 with losses to the Falcons and Lions, then
you're a bad team. But I also don't think if you split those 2 games, I think at the end of the day, we're not going to look at ourselves as a good or bad team. I think this is a 9-8, 8-9, 7-10 type of team. Like 7 to 9 wins is the ceiling for this team.